Hi everyone, my name is Rita. Welcome to my second ever video and the first video of a series I'll be calling What's on My Shelf, where I basically review any book that I've read this week and share it with you guys. And I'm very excited about this book. It's been very hyped, but I would definitely say that it deserves every single bit of hype that it's got. And it's Tomi Adeyemi's Children of Blood and Bone, and I have this really cool edition from Waterstones, and it's just an incredible book. Tomi Adeyemi is a Nigerian-American writer. She is only 26, even though this book made it to the top of the bestsellers list when she was only 24, which is incredibly impressive. So this is her first novel, and this is book one of a trilogy. Book two has already come out, and it's on its way to me right now. I'm very excited. And we have to wait for book three, which should come out next year. And all of her fans are incredibly excited for that. Another amazing thing about this book is that it's going to be turned into a movie by Disney. And as an incredible Disney fan, I really can't wait. I am very excited to see what they're going to do with this story. I saw an interview with Adeyemi where she said something that I thought was quite sad, which is that she didn't go into this novel straight away. She wrote another novel and it didn't quite work out, and then she finally decided to write this one. And one of the things she said was that whenever she would always write about characters that weren't like her. And she said that it was incredibly sad to her to realize that even she didn't think that people like her belonged in her own imaginary universe, which is just insane. This story is incredibly important because it references so many contemporary problems that we have right now, such as police brutality. This book has an epilogue where Adeyemi references that and references the inspirations for this story, and it's very poignant. It's incredibly topical right now, and even though it takes place in a fantastical universe, it does reference a lot of the problems that our own society is facing right now. Another very interesting thing about Adeyemi is that after graduating from Harvard, she studied religion and mythology in Salvador and Brazil, and she might have been inspired by candomblé, which is a Brazilian African religious tradition. The practitioners of candomblé call themselves both santo, saints people, and they basically believe in various entities, various deities that they call orishas, and they believe that every single person has an attachment to a particular deity according to their personalities. Your own personal entity controls your destiny and acts as a protector for you. And if you've read Children of Blood and Bone, then this will resonate with you because it is a very important aspect of the story. Another thing I've read about candomblé that I thought was quite interesting was that there isn't, in this religious tradition, a traditional idea of right and wrong, so there isn't this binary, which is, if true, is very interesting and would have definitely been an inspiration for Adeyemi, because if you've read the novel, you know that the characters go through several challenges. I won't spoil it, I promise. And one of the things they find out is that there isn't always a strictly moral way of getting the job done, of fixing a problem. So the idea that there isn't this clear binary between a good person and a bad person is definitely very important in this story. The book is written in a really interesting way. So at the beginning of each chapter, we have the perspective of a particular character, and the chapter is told from their own point of view. And so we follow three different characters. We follow Zelly, and she's had an incredibly tragic history. Her mother was a magi, so someone who practices magic, and she would have been executed alongside all of the other magis at the orders of the king who wanted to end magic. and so Zélie witnessed this happening and she has lived with the trauma ever since. Then we have Amari, who I'm pretty sure is my favourite character. She has, in my opinion, the most interesting personal development. So she is the princess, the daughter of the king, who ordered the slaughter of all of those people. And she joins Zélie in this journey, and I won't say anything else. But she's amazing. She is an incredibly interesting character, and definitely my favourite. And then the third character whose perspective we also follow is Inan. Now, I wasn't quite sure about this character at the beginning. He's the prince, and just like his father, he has been taught to believe that magic is evil and that it has to be destroyed. And his journey is intertwined with Zélie's in many interesting ways. And even though I wasn't quite sure what to think of him at the beginning, I do think he has a very interesting personal development throughout the story. And I'll leave it at that because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. I want you to come into this book not knowing what happens. So that's just a few bits about the book and about things that I find interesting about the story and its origins and its author. If you've read this book, please tell me in the comments what you thought of it, because I'm really interested in what you thought about it, what you thought of the characters and the plot, and tell me if you're excited for the second book, or if you've read it, what you thought of it. If you have any suggestions of young adult novels for me, then please share them in the comments. I can't wait to read more young adult novels and add to my collection. So if you've read any young adult novels recently that you're very excited about, then please let me know. And if you like this video, be sure to like it and to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any suggestions of the books that you would like me to review, then let me know. And I will see you guys next week.